So we have CloudBot, no. MaltBot, but again, no. It's OpenClaw as of now. So there have been two name changes. The last video that we have seen is to run CloudBot with Ollama local installation. People really liked it, but in just one day, this command called Ollama launch OpenClaw does not work now because the installation was done for CloudBot and now it's called OpenClaw. So let me fix the namings here. From now on, as of today, we have OpenClaw only. We have also other comments, for example, how to use OpenClaw on a VPS using Ollama. So in this video, what I have done is I've started up an instance using RunPod. You can check out my link. These are some wonderful GPUs, not only in terms of cost, but again in terms of availability, speed, downloading speed, the connection speed. It's pretty amazing. You can go ahead and check via this link and create an account for yourself. If you go through this link, you can get a $500 to $500 of free credits, and then you can get started and let's go. So what I have here is I just have one pod here, and inside this pod I've done so many things. The first is the Ollama itself. We are not using any models from the API because they are too costly. You can go to x.com and see people are racking up thousands of dollars on API cost, and it's really a huge cost. So in this video, we're going to see how to run our own open source models on a VPS, and the VPS that we are going to use is RunPod. So we have our Ollama model running here, and we have the OpenClaw instance running here, and we have also connected via Telegram. So I've created a new bot, and you can see who are you exactly. So I've given a context earlier, so it's Harry, and you can see I've given my name here, and it updated the user.md file. I've given a lot of details. I've been making YouTube videos for the last 3 years, and anything else. Then I ask you to summarize me. You are prompt, a YouTuber who has been creating and learning from videos from the past 3 years. The channel is a testing ground for various AI technology demos. So you're exploring how different tools and models work. That's a quick takeaway from the data I've collected. Let me know if you want to tweak, dive deeper anywhere else. So can you tell me what skills are available? So it gives me a drop down of the list that are available. So let me show you from the start how to set everything up. Again, in summary, what we are doing is using OpenClaw and running this on a VPS. We're also running Ollama on the VPS. We're going to use GPT OSS model. I've used the 20 billion model, but you can go ahead and use the 120 billion model as well. That will be a 65 GB file, and you can select a higher capacity pod here. The one that I've selected was A40, but you can go ahead with, for example, the H200 or A100. That will be sufficient. 80 GB VRAM will be sufficient to run the GPT OSS 120 billion. So without further ado, let's go ahead and start this up. So once you log in to RunPod, what you need to do is to go to pods here, and once you go to pod, you can see the list of pods that are available on RunPod. So you can see there are different costs. For example, A40, it costs about $0.4 per hour, which is a 48 GB VRAM. One of the other one that I use is RTX A6000 as well, 40 GB VRAM, which is again $0.49 per hour. We have other models, for example, 80 GB VRAM of A100. We have B200, which is 180 GB VRAM. You can use this as well if you have very large models for running Ollama, for running that LLM. You can in fact combine different number of GPUs. For example, if you need a higher capacity, you can go with 3 GPUs running together. You can go at a max of 8 GPU running together, but again the cost will be on the higher side, $39.92 per hour. So let's go ahead with our favorite one, A40. That will be enough for the demo that I'm going to show you. Then you need to go to edit templates here and just increase this, let's say to 200 GB of container disk and 200 GB of volume persistent here. And we need to add one port, 11434, which is the port that will be exposed by Ollama. Next, you need to go ahead and click on set overrides, and then go down and click on deploy on demand. So this pod will be created in just a moment of time. You can go ahead and compare with other companies that provide such GPU services. Those are slow, but this gets a very fast connection. So you can go ahead and go to details and see the list of details here, the pricing on the container, and this is a template that we're running. You can see the telemetry details, the uptime till now, the CPU load, and all details. In the log section, you'll be able to see the logs, the messages that are going on. You can see that the pod is ready to use now. The template, this is a template. You can create your own templates. You can list all those templates in the my template section. So let's go ahead and get started. So the first thing that we need to do is to click, and then need to go to Jupyter Lab. Click on Jupyter Lab. So again, in the last video that you might have watched, you can go ahead and watch this video. We have done everything on the local system, and that is prone to outages of your laptop depending on your system capabilities. But if you're using a VPS, you can let it run 24/7 provided you select a good GPU. So let's go to this terminal here, and since this could be a long instruction, so what I've done is is I will paste in the description. I'll paste in the description a link to all the commands that I've used in this section. So apt get update and apt get update and apt get upgrade -y. This will update and upgrade all the libraries that are present here. Some of the things might not work if you don't do this update step. So it's better to make sure that you are updated with the latest versions of the different libraries for this Linux system. Once it is done, let's first go ahead and install Ollama. So if you go to ollama.com and then you go to your profile and go to downloads here, you'll be able to see this. So there are 3 options to download for Mac OS, for Linux and Windows. You can click on Linux and then copy this command, CURL from this link, and run the shell command. I clear this and then paste it here. So CURL installing. So you can see that this is installing, which means Ollama is being installed. And once it is installed, you can go ahead and look for different commands. So Ollama list will give you a list of models that we have for Ollama. But again, we need to serve this first. So Ollama serve. Now this is a command that you need to keep running so as to avail the services of Ollama. But before that, we need to expose the port as well, because we're going to use this Ollama outside of this bot. So what you can do is you can do this. You can do export Ollama host 0000, and this is a port 11434 port. So 0000 is basically giving access to any devices that we're trying to connect. So once you do that, you can go ahead and say Ollama serve. Now this should be running it at any instance of time. So we let it run and go ahead and click on terminal to open up a new tab, because we need to install the models. Now if you run Ollama list, you can see the list of models, which we don't have anyone. Now we go to the model section here, search for GPT OSS, and you'll see this model. This is one of the good models that will work here. So GPT OSS 20 billion, you copy this, then go back to Jupyter Notebook and say Ollama pull and paste the name of the model. So it's going to pull the model. You can see 900 Mbps. It's really amazing. Try that with your local system and see what speed you get. And this is the benefit of using RunPod. With such low cost, you can try out things faster. If we can go to this link and sign up for RunPod. So it's verifying the SHA-256 if everything has been pulled correctly, and once it is verified, it will say success. Cool. Now what you can do is, instead of pull, you can say run as well. So this will run your GPT OSS 20 billion, and we can check if everything is working fine. So what is 6 plus 7? And you can see it's working fine. So I say Control D to stop everything and clear this. So we have our models loaded. Now we can go ahead and check the list of models that I have. Ollama list. So we have GPT OSS 20 billion model, which is ready for inference. So Ollama is ready. Now, as a matter of fact, what you can do is you can go ahead and use this Ollama instance, which is running from your local system as well. Well, this is not a part of this video, but again, this is what is something that you can do. So you can go to this link here on the top, and then you can say CURL, paste in the link, and change this 8888 port to 11434, and then you say tags, or you can say API/tags, and then you'll be able to see this model is ready. The model name is GPT OSS 20 billion, modified at this, all the parameters, the sizes. This model is available even outside of RunPod now. So if you're thinking and feeling bold and you're thinking of running OpenClaw on your local system, but you want some API or some models to use, and you can use this Ollama instance which is running, so we can do various combinations. But in this video, what we're doing is we're using OpenClaw on the VPS itself. So let's go ahead. So we'll keep these two tabs separate. Let's go ahead to the different tab and try to install OpenClaw. So go to terminal, a new terminal, and let's go to this website, openclaw.ai. So this is the website, the AI that actually does things. You can check your email, do all these automations. This is the one-line installer you can use. You can change this to Linux, and you can use this command. Really simple. So you can go ahead and run this. So initially, when we started like a day or two ago, we needed to install Node.js separately, but now we don't need this. It's going to install everything. So the Node.js is installed. Git is already installed. It's installing the OpenClaw 2026-129, and let's wait for that. OpenClaw installed. This is successfully installed. I've already read your calendar. We need to talk. Starting setup. Okay, the onboarding process has started as well. So we have OpenClaw. This is a security warning because this is very powerful. You need to be mindful of what you're doing. I understand this is a powerful and inherently risky. Continue. Yes. And now onboarding methods are 2 methods, quick start and manual. Let's go with quick start. And these are different models. These are different model providers that you can use. If you want to use OpenAI, you can go ahead with having your API key and codex OAuth. But in this video, we're trying some open source LLMs. These are very costly options. You can go with API route. You can check out x.com, and you can see people are racking up so much build. So you can click on skip for now and press enter, and let's select all providers here, and let's keep the current model as it is because we are anyway have to configure different models for Ollama. Now there are different options to talk to this bot. You can talk to this bot in this manner by logging in through this interface, the ones that we're doing right now, but you want some more control. For example, you want to control it from your mobile phone, from Telegram, for example. Now, WhatsApp is one integration that I've done in the previous video. In this video, I'm going to test out Telegram, and in subsequent videos, I will show you Discord, Slack, and other channels. So in this video, let's go ahead and try Telegram. Now, the instructions are pretty simple. Open Telegram and chat with bot father and run new bot. Copy the token that looks like something like this. You can set the token here. So let's go ahead to Telegram. And here we can go to this bot father. You can search for bot father. Basically, this is a bot basically which has been created by Telegram, and it provides various instructions. So if you just say / you'll see there are different instructions that you can ask it. Basically, it's a chat bot that gives you access to different settings. So in our case, I can say new bot. If I say new bot, so new bot, this will create a new bot for me. All right, how we're going to call it? Please choose the name of the bot. I can say OpenClaw YouTube. Good. Now choose a username for the bot. It must end with a bot, for example Tetris bot or Tetris bot. So I can say OpenClaw bot. This is, I think, pretty simple. The name has been taken, so let's give a different number. Okay, so this should be unique for all the users, for all the bots that are present. So this is a unique name. Now you can see this token. This token gives access to this bot. So I copy this access token, go back to my Jupyter notebook and paste it here and press enter. So what you have done right now is we have integrated Telegram, which means inside of Telegram, we have created a new bot, which is this bot. So OpenClaw YouTube. You can start this bot and you can see that this is our bot, and we've given access to this bot. There's a username via the access token to our OpenClaw. So next step is we want to configure skills. So there are skills or different instructions that give you access or power for different capabilities. So I can use NPM, and there are different skills that you can choose here. Right now, let me skip this because this needs a dedicated video. So we say no here, no Banana Pro, Notion, Whisper, 11 Labs, and hooks. It lets you automate action. We skip for now. Subsequent video will come for hooks. And this is our onboarding process. The system user services are unavailable. You're starting up everything, and this is our onboarding process. Okay, the onboarding is complete. Now, is my system ready for it to chat? You can go to another terminal and check that as well. So this is a command, OpenClaw gateway status. This will give you if my gateway is ready. So you can see that the gateway is not ready as of now. So we need to start the gateway. We need to start the services. So for that, what you can do is I can say OpenClaw gateway, OpenClaw gateway. This will start up the gateway. So you can see that it's listening. We have the Telegram set up as well. Now, if you go to Telegram, mind you that we have not set up the connection between the models running on Ollama and OpenClaw, but let's try to go to Telegram and send a message. I say, hey, introduce yourself. So you can see that OpenClaw access not configured. Your Telegram user ID is this, and the pairing code is this. So ask the bot owner to approve with OpenClaw pairing approve Telegram code. So you can copy this and take this here, open up a new tab, or you can go to this tab. We need to put the code that we have seen there. So this is the pairing code, and once you do that, this will pair OpenClaw and Telegram. So this is one extra step that you need to do. So the approved Telegram sender has been approved. Now this is ready. You can go ahead and say hey, and let's see. So we see that there is no entropic key because we have selected the default model as entropic, and you can see that there is no API keys found. Really good. Everything is working. Now we just need to set the connection between the Ollama and OpenClaw. So to do that, it's pretty simple. We need to have access to the config file. So for accessing the config file, I can say nano, and this is the path root OpenClaw, OpenClaw.json, and just write this. So we have this as a config file, and inside the config file we can see that we have different things. So meta, wizard, skills, channels, agents. So somewhere here, maybe after the agent, we can add the models. So for adding the model, this is the code that we need to add. Now I will share this with you. So the model provider is Ollama. Base URL is something where the model is running. So this will change. So the base URL is this, which is the RunPod ID is this. So we'll change the RunPod ID. And this is the port of Ollama. And this is the entire base URL. API key is something that you can put. It doesn't matter what you put here. This is the name of the model, and you're putting reasoning true. The input is a text. The context window is 32768. Maximum token is the same thing. So we copy this and we go here and paste it, and we say Control X to exit, we say Y, and then press enter. So this has saved the new JSON with the updated details of the model. Now this step needs to be done for the Ollama models only. Otherwise, during the onboarding process, you can select the other models. For example, if you want to use OpenAI, you can use OpenAI, punch in the API key, and that's really simple. But since we are trying a local integration and open source integration using Ollama, these are the extra steps that you need to do. Next, we start the onboarding process again. So config changes has been detected, evaluating reload. The models has been reloaded, but we need to run the onboarding process once again. So I say OpenClaw onboard. I understand this is a powerful and inherently risky. Quick start, and then update the values and go with skip for now. Then go with, in the providers, you can go with Ollama here. Now you'll see this one model which is available, and that's our Ollama GPT OSS 20 billion. We have already configured the Telegram bot. Leave the settings of the Telegram bot as it is. We don't need skills as of now. We skip the hooks as well. Now we do this later. This is the TUI is the UI which will be open here itself. You can open the web UI. Again, for looking at the web UI, there's a different settings that you need to do because you're running this on a VPS. We'll do this later. We'll connect to our bot from Telegram itself. Now if you go back to Telegram and say, hey, introduce yourself, let's see if we get some response. So we get that this is an invalid URL, so there could be some issues. Let's go back and see the URL, so nano, and we see that I've left a space here. So this space, we need to remove this space, and now say control exit Y and enter. Again, we go to the onboarding process one more time to make sure everything is working fine. I say yes. I say quick start. I say update the values. Skip for now. Model providers is Ollama and GPT OSS 20 billion. Telegram is okay. We leave as it is. Don't need skills, don't need hooks, and do this later. Now let's go back and try to ask it again. Introduce yourself. So you can see it's typing. If you go to Jupyter Notebook, you should be able to see that this is running. I got some message. I can see that I'm ChatGPT, a large language model built by OpenAI. I can help write brainstorming, coding research, and a lot of tools. Just let me know what you need. So since there's a GPT OSS 20 billion model, it knows that it's ChatGPT. So I'm gonna call you Larry. You're an expert in AI, okay? Got it, Larry, at your service. I'm ready to dive into all things AI. What's on your agenda today? Remember that my name is Prompt. I've been creating videos on YouTube on my channel Prompt Engineer 48 for the last 3 years, topics on AI tools, etc. So let's see if it is able to remember. Nice to meet you officially. How can I help you? What are the tools that are available with you? Let's see if the keyword tools means something. I guess we need to call it skills. So we got something. Okay, web search. Also, it gives us the list of tools basically. We see web search. We have web fetch, TTS. That's okay. What channels are we connected? Maybe I'm chatting with you on this very Telegram chat, the one you're sending message. In this session, there is only channel I'm connected to. If you want to interact with other Telegram channels or group, just let me know its ID and invite the bot, and I'll set it up. It's pretty cool. So you can see the connections work fine. In the next video, I'm going to test out advanced capabilities of the local LLMs that you're using here. I think I'm going to go with GPT OSS 120 billion, and we're going to test out the skills. But again, in this video, what you have done is we have removed the entire dependency from our local system. Now, even if there is an internet disconnection, anything, it doesn't matter, because we have our Ollama running here. We have our models running here, and then we have the onboarding process done. We have changed the JSON file to integrate the model here, and we can see that the onboarding process, after the onboarding process, we have this gateway running. Now also we can see the list of models that we have on OpenClaw, the models list. This would also give you the list of models that we have on OpenClaw. You can see that we have just one model here, which is a text only 32K context length, and you can see that's the default model. If you put other models, you can see a list of models here. Now if you go to the docs here, you can see different help sections on different things. You can go ahead and check this out, but if you keep following me, I will bring out more interesting videos to test out different combinations. In the next video, maybe we can take a different, for example, a Discord bot and a higher capability GPU, run the GPT OSS, test out different skills, test out the hooks, test out the cron jobs. There are so many things that you can do, but stay tuned for for this revolution, and I will see you in the next one. Go ahead and avail this wonderful service of RunPod. Links in the description. I will see you in this next one. If you are interested to check out other videos on Cloud Code or MaltBot or OpenClaw, the same thing, you can go ahead and check the videos that I mentioned, the links on the description, and I will see you on this next one. Thank you.